Hello, my precious students. It's good to see you got here to this part of the course. We're going to talk about the syllabus. I am logged in here in Blackboard, and I know I have to go to Start Here, the Start Here folder, and I'm assuming you did the client reporting form. And now we're ready to look at the syllabus and course calendar. Um, so at the top, let me say right off the bat here, I teach 6 online courses, and I didn't create, or I'm not creating a video for each syllabus in each course. They all have the same components. They all follow the same structure. So whatever course you're in, this explanation should suffice. You might want to print out your syllabus to follow along, and you can pause this video to do that. Um, but I'm going to take this one here from American History 1 and use it as the example, okay? So at the top here you see the course number, section number, and all that information. I tell you that the syllabus is a guide to your success. You should print it, read it, keep it on hand. It's got the schedule of assignments. It's going to be very helpful moving forward. Under instructor information here, obviously my name, my on-campus office, which is in M578 on the 5th floor. But my office hours are really by appointment because I can meet you on campus. I can meet you at a Starbucks or a cafe. I can come to your work for when you're on break. So please use this phone number here, my personal number, my cell number, to call or text when you and I need to talk or get together. Okay? And this is my email address, which you've probably already seen. Under course information, you have, again, the course number, a description. It tells you the dates that this course begins, and it tells you the date the course ends on. Memorize that date. I can tell you right now it's going to be on the first quiz you take. You want to know when our class ends. If you're taking this class for credit at another high school, our class probably doesn't end when your class is at your high school end. So you're responsible to be on our calendar as opposed to your home high school. In terms of credits, this class is worth 1 adult high school credit. Credit values at other high schools will vary. Generally speaking, it'll be a half credit at another high school. But if you have questions about that, ask. So now we come to our course calendar. And what I simply do there for each of the classes is I list the assignments and the week they are due. All right? You can see here that for this course, American History 1, you've got to complete the Start Here folder and the quiz on that folder during the first week of class. And then you can see what's here for the second week, the third week, whatever it is for the class you're taking. You can submit assignments anytime during that week. You can work ahead, submit assignments for the following week. What I ask that you don't always do is wait till Friday to send me all your work. That's going to make for a really long weekend for me, and it probably means I won't be able to respond to you as quickly as if assignments are coming in on kind of a more staggered basis. Okay? I tell you the assignments are due during the week that that's indicated. I ask you not to wait till Friday, and I tell you that assignments are going to be downgraded when they're late. If you submit an assignment a week or so late, you're going to lose points. So I'm not doing that to punish you. I'm doing that to encourage us to stay on schedule. Getting toward the end and having a lot of work to do is not a position that you want to be in. Okay? So please send in your assignments on time. There's nothing worse than getting to the end of a semester, and because a student handed in their work late, I have to downgrade them when they're otherwise a really capable and good student. Okay, under grading, I tell you the letter grades that are signed for the percentages and point ranges in that class. Now again, this is American History 1. Your class may be different. In American History 1, there are currently 727 possible points. So if you get all of those, you get 100% or an A. If you get 654 of them, you still get an A. If you get 653, you've dropped to a B. So in the class you're taking, you have a grid just like this one. Now let me explain the challenge of grades. You are working toward a point total that you want to accumulate during the term. What's very difficult is when a student writes me and says, well, what's my grade? How am I doing? Well, right now you might be doing really well. And I could say, well, on the 3 assignments you've done, you've gotten all the points, so you're getting an A. And then I don't hear from that student for some time. And when they finally get back to me, I say, hey, you haven't done so many assignments, you missed all these points. They go, you said I was doing really well. Well, you were on the points you'd attempted when you asked me. Okay? So keep an eye on that grid. You are working toward the total over our time together. If you have any questions at any point, you can ask me, and I'll certainly give you feedback about your grade. But just understand, that's a challenge. Under grade reports and transcripts, we do not send a report card to your house. Your grades will be posted officially in Info Online. And if you need a transcript, you'll have to come to MATC or write MATC to order and pay for one. There's the phone number that gives you that information. I'll be sending you links toward the end of our class so that you can find that information online as well. Okay? But when we get to the end of the class, don't send me an email and say, hey, can you send me a transcript? I can't. I'm not the registrar. Under email accounts, you'll see that you must regularly access and write from your MATC account. Okay, I send messages to all students using Blackboard, and your email address in Blackboard is your MATC Gmail account. That's why it's important that you use it. You need to look at it so you can see those messages. You have a link here to the student handbook. It outlines our code of conduct, student rights and responsibilities. We have a section here on academic dishonesty. Basically, you do not want to copy and paste word for word things to answer questions in our assignments. You want to read things and put them in your own words. Plagiarizing or copying can be grounds for failing and even dismissal from the college. If you have any questions about that, again, let me know. We have a section on our withdrawal procedure. I can withdraw you at any point in the semester. I think that you're not going to succeed. Okay? I generally don't do that. I leave it up to you to drop the class if you get to that point. You signed up for the class. You've gotten this far to read this. If you don't think you can be successful, you should really drop the class. If you don't know how, or you want me to assist you or to do it for you, certainly talk to me about it. Short section on how to succeed. Check your MATC email regularly, log into the course daily, communicate with me about any questions you have in the course, any problems you're having in the course, any problems you're having in life that you're willing to share with me. Try and have a schedule so that you devote enough time to your studies and utilize the support services that I'll talk about in a minute. As your instructor, I promise to do everything I can to help you be successful. I'm going to respond to you in a timely manner. I'm going to give you help when you need it. I will meet with you, whatever it takes. You just need to meet me halfway. We have academic assistance and support centers on each of our campus. You can go there for help in our subject. We have a helpline for technical support information. If you're having trouble logging in, something isn't working, you should call this number, 297-6541. They can reset your password in an account. I can't do that. So that number is there for you. Under additional student assistance, this talks about things like if you find yourself homeless or hungry or in just a really tough spot. If you're willing to share that with me, I am willing to point you to resources that maybe can help you out. That's a growing problem among students across our country. I know that very well. And so I don't want those kind of issues to keep you away from achieving your academic success. We have a section here on MyMATC, which is a portal. Hopefully you've logged into that. I assume you have. Blackboard and email. There are support links for those things right there in case you need them. We have a grade appeal process. If we get to the end of this class and you contact me, you have questions about your grade, and you don't like my response, you can appeal that grade. You need to do it within 15 days of the end of the class, and there's an academic appeal link here for you. I helped write the academic appeal process, and quite frankly, I've never been involved in a grade appeal for one of my courses. Usually the student and I can get together and figure out what's going on. The same can be said about the student complaint procedure. If you have a complaint about something in our course, something about me, something about another student, please bring it to me first. I would hope that you're comfortable enough doing that, even though, this is a virtual situation. If I can't resolve your problem or you're not happy with the resolution I suggest, then you can meet with my supervisor, and I'm going to be happy to tell you who that is. It might be a different person than it is now, so I won't mention names, but certainly you have that right. And if that isn't satisfactory, you have the right to go to the dean and then even to the Office of Student Life. We're all about due process. Heck, I teach government. I'm all about due process. And MATC even has a website with a complaint form. It's linked here. Again, I've never had that happen to me, but it's available, and it should be. Under syllabus changes, if I change anything in the syllabus, I will let you know in writing. I don't think anything will change. Sometimes I may add a discussion board forum for you to participate in. If I do that, I'm probably not going to require it. And if you do it, I'll probably give you extra credit points because I kind of feel like the class is set. I kind of know right now what I want to cover and what I think you need to know. And if I come up with additional stuff, it's really not fair to just keep piling that on, right? So in the event that happens, you'll know about it, but it'll benefit you. We have a statement of non-discrimination here. MATC does not discriminate on the basis of any of those categories that are listed. Neither, I hope, do I or have I ever. My government students are going to find out this is based on the 14th Amendment to the Constitution, which I support fully. But if you do have a concern or feel that you've been discriminated against in any form or fashion by anyone, fellow student, college employee, you have the right to fill out this form and follow the process that's listed therein. We obviously comply with the American with Disabilities Act, and that's why our ADA statement is here. If you think that you have some sort of challenge that requires an accommodation, certainly if you've had an accommodation with your school in the past, you should feel free, and I would encourage you to contact, using the link there, our special needs department. And you will work with people there who will keep me informed of any accommodations that need to be made for you to be successful. We're almost done. Title IX regulations have to do with discrimination based on sex. We can't do that. We have to treat men and women equally in an educational setting. We have a Title IX coordinator that you can contact if you think that you've been discriminated against based on your gender. Finally, the Clery Act compliance. It basically says that we keep records about crimes that happen on campus, and as a student, you have a right to know what those are, and you can access that anytime that you want. So that was a lot, and I'm at 14 minutes. This usually takes 15. In a face-to-face class, it could take an hour. And I know I went quick. I know I talked fast. So let's just go over the highlights real quick. Obviously, you have to know how to get in touch with me at this top stuff, right? I really want you to know when the class ends. It's listed there. You really need to know when assignments are due. That's going to really help you be successful. It's going to get you on track. Start right out of the gate and just keep at it, guys, because late assignments are downgraded. You should have a general idea of how to figure out your grade or know where you are at any point in the course. We don't give report cards. We don't mail transcripts. You're going to have to request all that and pay for that on your own. The rest of this talks about your legal safeguards and the resources here at MATC to help you. be successful. Again, I encourage you to print this, keep it close. It's got everything under the sun you would ever need, but it is important stuff, and I'm glad that we can be so thorough. Okay, now I'm over 15 minutes. We'll move on to the next section. And as always, 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 if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Okay? Great. Thanks.